Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Muriel and this is As Told by Muriel, and on today's video we are going to get into the money. Yes, that dinero, them coins. We are going to talk about how to run up a check for the new grad LPNs in long-term care. Like my videos. If you enjoy the content, please hit the like button, share this video, hit that subscribe button. I have so many viewers who, my analytics say 50% of my viewers watch my videos but don't subscribe to the channel. What y'all waiting on? You know I ain't consistent. I know I'm here and there and everywhere, but I'm trying to do better, y'all. Y'all see I've been dropping them videos like every 3 days now. So yeah, go ahead, like my video, subscribe to my channel. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a little pause break, a little bit of time now, so y'all can go ahead and do it now. Guys, now that y'all went and subscribed to my channel, let's get into it. So normally I talk pre-pandemic terms when it comes to the money, but I realized I can't do that no more because this ain't pre-pandemic times. That money ain't funny like it used to be back in the day, being 2018, 2019. Money ain't like that no more. I thought that money was good, but y'all, what they offering these days, this is some money. This is some life-changing money. Okay, so for you new pending grad LPNs, new grad LPNs, because there should be some graduating this month here who have a little bit of anxiety about taking their NCLEX. Y'all go ahead, knock that on out the box. What you should have been doing was scoping some facilities prior to graduation, getting a little bit of chitter chatter going on with some of the DONs to find out, what's the pay like, what's, what they may be offering, because these facilities are hurting, y'all. They are hurting. They are hurting so bad. So get with your facility, and I'm speaking specifically long-term care because predominantly that's where a lot of new grad nurses go as far as LPNs. A lot of RNs go into the field as well. As you can tell, I'm a registered nurse. I prefer long-term care. But there are a lot of RNs who go into long-term care as well. And let me tell you, starting out for long-term care right now, if I was coming out of school right now as an LPN, I wouldn't accept less than $25, and that's on the low end. To be honest with you, as a new grad LPN in the Southeast right now, I want them to be talking $27, $28 an hour, upwards to like $32 an hour for a new grad. Yes, that may seem like a lot, y'all, but when I tell y'all, them agencies come through there. When I tell y'all how much they paying LPNs in long-term care through agency, your jaw is gonna drop. So like I said, go get with a facility. I'm gonna make videos to try to talk you through, to try to get you acclimated with everything so you can be successful, so you don't have to be at that facility for a year before you get with a local agency. You can be at that facility maybe 6 months and then go out there and get some real coins. So once you get in with the facility, you get your groove going, you're making your money. You're trying to learn everything you can, because you could take the same skills from one facility and transfer them over to another facility and you will swim. You will not sink if you just learn as much as you can. Like I said, go in on day shift. But I'm gonna be honest, even if you go not like I said, I like for people to orient a little bit on days, but even if you orient on night, because these facilities are really hurting on night shift. They need day shift nurses, but they are hurting on night shift. There are so many open spots for night shift nurses, and facilities like long-term care facilities, they do pay a differential for night shift. So even if they hire you in at $28, $29 an hour, $27 an hour, with that differential, you will hit $30. So yeah, go and learn as much as you can. Now after 6 months of being with them, sign on with some of the local agencies in your city. Not just one, not just two. I feel like you should be signed on with no less than 3 agencies, local agencies in your city. Or the agencies don't have to be in your city. They may be located somewhere else, but they staff your city. Sign on with at least 3 local agencies in your city. Right now, local agencies are paying LPNs anywhere from $35 an hour upwards to $50 an hour to fill all these vacancies that these facilities have. Now, why I say sign on with more than one is because there's a lot of competition right now with agency. The majority, a big majority of nurses are now signed on with agencies. Back in, a few years ago, it wasn't as many nurses signed on with agencies as there is now. I was never getting canceled for shifts just 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was never getting canceled. Now, me being an RN, I'm getting canceled left and right for facilities because they prefer to have an LPN in there. But there are a lot of LPNs who are signed on with these agencies now. The number of nurses who are taking agency spots is growing rapidly. Nurses are not wanting to be staff no more. And so you get signed on with this agency and say they'll send you a shift. It could be, different facilities pay different amounts. So don't think if you go to one facility and they're paying you $50 an hour, that this other facility you sign up to is going to pay you $50. Different facilities pay different amounts. So make sure when you sign up for a shift, you know what you're getting paid with that facility. Case in point, I work with one company. The facility I go to pays me $60 an hour. I work that same company, go to a different facility, I'm only making $40 an hour. Another company I work with, I go to that same facility that I went to with the company that paid me $40. That company is going to pay me $45 an hour. So the prices and the amounts and stuff, they vary. And you know me, I'm always trying to get with the company who's going to pay the most for that facility, but it's not always feasible because, like I said, there are so many nurses now doing agency, them slots be going fast. Every now and then, well, now I'm going to say every now and then, at least 5 days a week though, I'm getting text messages for urgent need for a nurse from one of the 3 companies that I work with. And that's because they'll have a nurse who will call out last minute, or they'll have a no call, no show. When you have this happen, take full advantage of it. This is when you can get that little extra money. Say they send a text message out and they say we need coverage for a nurse for 3 to 11 at blah 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 facility. No one responds to that message, or you could take the initiative and you could be like, okay, I can take the facility if y'all will pay me for an extra 2 hours because this is a late shift. Sometimes they'll agree to that. So then you're making 2 hours extra pay for an 8-hour shift. At times there's no one to pick up the shift, and they'll send out another notice and they'll be like 4 hours extra pay for a nurse who can pick up this shift. That's how you can maximize your money. That's how you can turn a $280 shift into a $420 shift. So yeah, LPNs is what I'm saying. The money is out there. Y'all hear everybody talking about money, and I'm one of them people. I ain't even about to sit here and say, don't do it for the money. Do it for, compassion and care. Yes, I have compassion. Yes, I am caring. Yes, I am all those things. Run me my money. Run me my coins, please. Run me my money. Like, I'm out here trying to, maximize, because these facilities don't care about you. All they care about is having, I hate to say a warm body in them, but all they care about is having someone to work for their company. But the liability falls on you as the nurse. And so if you're going to a facility, you're risking your life, you're risking your limb, you're risking your mental sanity. Get paid for it. Y'all know this thing is rising. These numbers are surging. I'm getting emails about different long-term care contracts, y'all. Like, I got an email today about a long-term care contract in New Hampshire for $3,000 a week. Now, mind you, like I said, when I get emails like that, I break down the numbers. Okay, $3,000 a week sounds good, but that's the gross. Okay, they were taxing $1,600 of that. Means $1,400 of it is stipend. That's some good money. That's weekly. If $1,600 of it is being taxed at 20%, that's like what, $300 and something in taxes a week. So out of $3,000, you're going to be clearing like $2,600 a week. That's some good money. If I was someone who lived, say, an hour away, I would be on a point. I would be taking that contract like that. $2,600 for long-term care, $2,600. I would be on it. But I think about the fact that where I live, I would have to fly, I would fly in, I would have to get room and board. Room and board may cost me, say, about $600 a week. Then meals. So that's taking me down to like $1,900 a week. I can make that here in South Carolina, so I'm not gonna leave for that. But if you're someone who lives near New Hampshire, $2,600, and you can stay in you can lay in your bed every night, or you may only got to drive in and out. That'd be perfect for you. But like I said, these contracts, these numbers are rising. Long-term care at one point was up to like $4,400 a week. I would be going for that. If I get something saying, I recently accepted a acute care position, going back to get my skills up, trying to get ready for this pandemic. I recently accepted a position, but I hate to say it, girl, loyalty is not a thing right about now. If I get something about a $4,000 long-term care contract, I might have to be out. I might have to be out because, I might have to be out, because that's kind of what they're offering now for acute care. And I don't need any extra experience for $4,000 a week, which after taxes, I probably would still bring home about $3,300. I got all the experience for that. But I'm just letting y'all know, that's how you can maximize, make the most amount of money. And like I said, be signed on with 3 different agencies. Don't just sign on with one. Sign on with like 3 different agencies. Compare the money. Take these shifts. Do the best you can. Maximize your dollars. You can be making upwards of, let's just say, you're a new grad, you're starting out, say you graduate in August. Okay, you take your NCLEX, say you take your NCLEX by the first week of September. Okay, you got September, October, November, December. September, October, November, December, January. I'm going to say by February, you should be well enough in there to where you could be taking you some contract positions. Now, I don't know if local agencies has a minimum on how much they want you to be licensed before you sign on with them, that they are not worrying about that minimum amount of time for you to have experience to take these contracts. But you be worried because it's your license that you're putting at risk. It doesn't matter if you're an agency worker, you go into these facilities, if something happened, it's still falling on your license. So just remember that if you want to be one of those who are gung-ho at about 2 or 3 months getting experience and then going out here working for these agencies. I'm not saying it can't be done, because some facilities, you could work, long-term facilities, you could work in them for 3 months and feel like you've been in a year because you don't work they don't work you. But just be mindful when you go on these agency and these facilities through agency, you are responsible. And once you sign your name, once you sign anything, you are responsible, and it can come back on you whether you're an agency nurse or not. They will track you down. So just know what you're doing when you go work with these agencies. But I do feel like 6 months experience is enough experience for you to go out and get to this paper, y'all. Go out here and get this $35, $45, $50 an hour. I work for a company who's paying LPNs $50 an hour. And when I tell y'all, they have shifts galore. They have shifts galore, especially at night. If you're a night shift nurse, oh, you could rack up. You a night shift nurse, you could easily make anywhere from $7,000 to $8,000 a month as a night shift nurse, night shift LPN, long-term care. Easily. More than that, I'm gonna say at a minimum $7,000 to $8,000 a month. Maximum, if you one of those ones who don't mind working, say you mind working 5 days a week, you try and get your coins up, you can probably get in about a good $12,000 to $13,000 a month. Easy. You think about it. 1 12-hour shift, you working $50, you making $50 an hour. 1 12-hour shift, that's $600 for 1 day. $600. Okay, that's 12 hours at $50 an hour. That's $600 for 1 shift. Say you do 4 of those in a week, you already hit $2,400 in 1 week just for doing 4 shifts. Multiply that times 4, because there's 4 weeks in a month. 4 times 2 is 8. Then take that 400, 4 is 8, 8 is 16. So that's $9,600 in 1 month for doing 4 shifts. That's not even including overtime, y'all. That's not even including overtime. $9,600 for 4 shifts, not even including overtime. So if you're that type of nurse who don't mind doing 5 shifts, easy. $12,000 easy in 1 month. So like I say, y'all, the money is out here. It's out here for the taking. You just gotta pass that NCLEX, y'all. Pass that NCLEX and get ready. Hold on to your horses, because them long-term care travel contracts, they coming. They coming. But you ain't even got to leave home. You ain't even got to leave your city to make the money, because the money is right there local. There's so much money right now where I live in this city I live in, that I don't have to leave my city if I don't want to. All I give is beneficial information that help you, the new nurse, to navigate these waters, because you're gonna need help, especially these days and times. They just throwing you out there and you'll see the sink or swim, and I'm trying to help you swim.